Cripps flicked it back over his head into the corridor, allowed Mundy to run onto it. Ibbotson pokes it forward, but intercepted by Gibbs. Here's Simpson now off half-back, where he can do so much damage. High one in the Wiedering direction, but they spoiled each other. It was knocked down. Wright will do the roving. He goes off the outside of the boot, and that is a clever finish from Matthew Wright. Good mark by Griffin. He'll be in the ruck at the moment with Sandilands off the ground getting some treatment. Driving kick long. Rove spot it straight to McCarthy, who can kick one from the goal line. Cam McCarthy slots it through for his new club. That long left boot up the wing. Dawson spot it down to Stephen Hill. A 1-2 with Mundy. Now McCarthy. Good chain of handballs here. Kirsten inboard. Spur creeping forward. Griffin another handball. They're working in a tight space. McCarthy off a step. Off the outside of the boot. What a finish. That'll endear himself to his new fans. A short Murphy darts one way then the other. Long inside 50. Kerridge able to pluck the mark, and he'll go back and have the shot on goal. His shot on goal, and it will work.
That hurts, doesn't it?
Yep. Kick inside 50. Sandilands stayed down. Got a kick forward. Strength from Fife. And he pops through the goal. Fremantle superstar.
I think his skills probably where he needs to improve. And it's not through lack of effort. I can guarantee he tries as much as he can. He's continued to practice, but probably the area of the game he needs to improve on the most.
Fife from outside 50 unleashes a big super goal. Good kick in by Fremantle.
Can't kick long because you've got Simpson sweeping.
Stephen Hill with a handball. Fife split between two. And look at it open up now for Kirsten. He just needs the ball to sit and he can run into the open goal. The former Cat sprints in and bangs it up into the second tier. I mentioned last night Matthew Pavlich that Alex Silvani's a real competitor.
Yeah, and that's why you love playing with him. Yes, he gave away the free kick and he's probably touch and go, but
here will be set up a bad turnover by Fremantle, and Gibbs will cap it off. Fremantle mucking around with it in defence, and they've paid the price. Gibbs.
Another one here would make it interesting for the Blues.
Just to give them a little bit of momentum. It was a good pass. Silvani went the chest mark. It was just spoilt by Hamling. Kicked quickly by Wright and Wiedering. No worries at all for Jacob Wiedering. Now Fremantle can break the lines.
Goal coming.
Stephen Hill got it to Brad Hill, and out the back Michael Walters. He can scoot on into the goal square, showing plenty of pace. He was closed down, but he was good enough to finish. Dockers be happy to get that one on the scoreboard, because Carlton have been coming at them in this second quarter. Look at the movement from Cripps.
Let's go.
Sidestep once, twice, then he was closed down. Well, they've still got it, Carlton. Final kick inside. Wasn't quite there. Pickett, though, gathers, snaps, under pressure. What a goal from Jared Pickett. Stephen and Brad Hill sharing it around, and McCarthy read it the best. Hasn't had a lot of the football, but he's making the most of his opportunities. There is his fourth goal for the evening, Cam McCarthy.
Look at Stephen Hill in space.
And McCarthy is out again all by himself if he can get the ball through. Chips it short. Fife takes the mark, 45 from goal. McCarthy again was in oodles of space, but the kick just couldn't get there. No, Fife will have another shot.
I reckon if he had his time against Stephen Hill, although we see here a pass from Fife to Daniel Pearce.
Only the 4 goals last year. Usually the man sending it inside 50. That kick looking good off the boot. Holds its line. And he's got the goal. In there against Sandilands. Bruiser to go in again. Spun out of the tackle nicely. Thomas, Kerridge. Now White steps through a bit of traffic. Goes a little more direct this time for the Blues. Casbolt at the front. Knocked it down. And Lamb will run into the open goal. Langdon with the long ball to half forward. Kirsten weighted down out the back. McCarthy roving. And Griffin running. Taking some long strides around the boundary line and centering it back for Ballantyne. Those roles might normally be reversed. Ballantyne going hard, cleared a path for Walters. The 2 small tyros in there, sharing the workload, and Ballantyne bounces it through.
He's down in the middle too after that kick. Ballantyne, he's in pain.
Slow to get back to his feet.
It does look like his left hamstring. After he hits the ground, just look at his hands here. He does go for that left leg. So we're all thinking it is that left hamstring at the moment. He walked off extremely slowly, extremely upset. When he got off the ground, the doctors told him to sit down on the bench. He just said, no, I want to go down to the rooms. He walked straight down to the rooms, just sitting there, completely dejected. And we're probably thinking, that's going to be a 4 to 6 week hamstring, the way he walked off and the way he did look. So that's a really horrible start for Hayden Ballantyne in 2017.
Weathering's shown some promising signs up forward tonight for the Blues. That one, though, right across the face. And in fact, there's a shepherding call paid on the goal line. And Dale Thomas is going to get the free kick. Out on the left, he does, and he curls it back nicely.
Michael Walters will be very disappointed with his form in front of the goal tonight. Generally speaking, a beautiful kick and executes wonderfully well. Doherty's running on there.
Recovered well, recovered very quickly once the ball's there.
Well, he didn't have any power in the kick, and as Logue sends that one along, that is a super goal. Griffin Logue in his first game for Fremantle, showing some of his potential.
A critical part of the puzzle for Fremantle.
He's a good intercept mark. He plays that sort of third floating tall.
Long kick inside 50. McCarthy in a one-on-one. He was just too strong. McCarthy for 5. And he's got a handful. And what an impressive performance it is in his first game on Domain Stadium for Freo. Here's Walters.
Let's play on.
He took the step, called to go. He wasn't tackled. Now it's long to the top of the square. McCarthy had to play the role of defender there and spoil it down. Thrown away by Doherty. And that'll be a free kick to Fremantle. He kicked 35 goals in 20 games in his last full season of footy for the Giants. He's building up for a big season here. 6 goals for Cam McCarthy.
He's been quoted recently as saying that his identity is very closely tied to the Fremantle Football Club, and in my experiences,
Logue with the mistake, and Palmer will get on the end of it. He was in two minds there, Griffin Logue, and he's coughed up the goal. And Reece Palmer is on the board.